Can you still love someone and know that you shouldn't be with them? Absolutely, yes. You can love someone and still have feelings for them. But also, if you know yourself enough, you know your boundaries, what would happen if you stay and really feel and picture if you stay for another year, for another 5 years, for another 10 years, what would actually change for you? How would you feel? Where do you, and then picture yourself and go as deep as you can. What would happen if you go and feel the fear, go through that initial stage of when you hesitate, and then see how that feels. He knows he's hurting you. You've told him already. And sometimes women cling to that idea that if I love him enough, if I push forward enough, if I just show him the way I care about him, I showed him what possibilities of our beautiful relationship, he will change. He will come on board with me. She really hopes that the more she shows him her love, her care, he will just see her effort and will replicate that. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. Another thing, sometimes a woman has a glimpse of certainty and she's like, all right, that's enough. I don't want to do that anymore. I know what I want. But then she looks around and said, well, and sometimes women get to the point when they actually convince themselves that it's not that bad. They stay in the relationship and say, well, well, there is domestic violence. There are people starving in the world. How dare I feel something? How dare I want more? I am okay. And then with that feeling that I'm okay, she just can't feel anymore. She becomes numb. You ask that woman, what do you want? What made you spark? She'll be answering you like things like, oh, what are you talking about? I am busy. My day is so busy. I need to drop off the kids. I need to look after the house. I need to go to work. I need to do so many things, and she'll be busy. That keeps her sane. That keeps her structured. She feels that she has it all together and she's moving somewhere towards something. The reality is, there's dissonance happening in a woman's feelings. She starts telling herself, it must be me. It can't be. Look, everyone's else happy around me. And of course there would be, because you keep supplying them the energy, the good lifestyle. So of course they will be happy. But sooner or later, there will come the moment when you absolutely feel nothing. There is nothing to feel. There is nothing to give. Then a woman snaps. Then she feels so bad about it. It's like, what do I snap about? My children are healthy. My children are fed. My husband is happy. He is working. We go sometimes, on holidays. And that numbness just keeps coming back to her. But you can't really pinpoint and verbalize because your life is okay. It's not that bad, you keep saying. Well, often woman goes through the cycle as well, for self-loathe. She she has it all together. She has a good day, good week, everything is great. And then all of a sudden, she snaps because it's at some stage, it definitely will come the moment when she can't hold it together anymore. And she snaps. She snaps on her children. She snaps at her husband, and everyone is acting surprised, and they are surprised because they're so used to have a woman as a foundation, as an absorbent of all the emotions. I'll take the kids and I'll leave for a couple of hours. Now, these couple of hours, when a woman stays at home for these 2 hours, she looks around and her nervous system is not ready to sit down or do some self care as she wants to do. She literally cannot just sit down because she feels so driven to, she just feels torn apart in so many directions. She's like, okay, I just can't really relax because I can see mess everywhere. I can see dishes are not done. I know if I just put the laundry now in the washing machine and start doing this and start doing that, I quickly do that and then I sit down. When the family comes back and they say, "Oh, did you have a good time?" No, she was running around everywhere else, up and down. Her nervous system is not accustomed. It needs to be a repetitive care just to start feel that I am allowed. It's not going to happen like that. We go deep, we go straight into techniques to feel that, to experience and shift from there. Because knowing what's happening with you, and the women I speak with, they're very highly smart women. They know their trauma. They read lots of books, they're educated, they've seen things, they traveled the world, they've done so many amazing things. Yet they either don't have the partner of their dreams, or they keep attracting someone they don't want to be with. That's not their lifetime. They keep tolerating the treatment that they don't deserve. They know that they deserve better, but they keep finding the people they keep being disappointed. I hear more and more that women say, I just don't want anyone in my life. I just don't want any extra headache. They don't trust the they don't trust the process so much. They just don't want to they don't want to be burnt again. That it's worth to go and uncover what's really stopping you from moving forward, from moving where you want to be. Women who have good level of life, they are experienced. They do have certain amount of income. They do have profession. They have children. They look after their children. They're great parents. Their life is together and it's good level of life. But that's the one of the hardest thing is to go from good to excellent. And that's one of the hardest thing. When you ask yourself a question, what bigger than this? Why I still want things? How do I want things? Sometimes women they say, "Oh, I've tried it all. I don't know even where to go anymore, what to try. This is the same, this is similar, doesn't excite me anymore." And that's where we will learn to go from good to excellent, where you can enjoy things again. You can you repurpose your life. That's where it's going to feel amazing. Yeah, that's exactly that particular segment that really excites me. It's not about and it took place when you really had to build yourself from the ground up, and now you have the level of stability you really would love now, just to step into your prime era. Okay, until next time.